Welcome to Through the Bible. We are listening to the stories of the kings in the southern kingdom of Judah from the book of 2nd Chronicles. Kings of Judah, 2nd Chronicles, chapters 20 to 28. After that wonderful victory over the Ammonites, Moabites, and Edomites, none of the nations around Judah dared to trouble Jehoshaphat. Till the end of his reign, there was peace in the land, and the people praised and served God. How different were the first kings of Judah from the first kings of Israel! Just look back in the stories and see. When the great king of Judah, Jehoshaphat, died, his son Jehoram became the next king. Jehoram was married to the daughter of Ahab and Jezebel, and she taught him to be a wicked man too. As soon as he came to the throne, he murdered all his brothers and many of the other princes of Judah. He reigned for 8 years, and they were very bad years. Elijah the prophet, who lived in Israel at that time, sent him a letter warning him of what would happen if he did not turn back to God. God would send an awful disease which would strike all his family, and he would himself die of it in terrible pain. Before long, he fell ill with the disease Elijah had warned him about and died in terrible pain. The next king, Ahaziah, was the only son of Jehoram left after the Philistines and Arabians raided Jerusalem. But Ahaziah reigned for 1 year only. After Ahaziah died, his mother Athaliah ruled. Then Joash, the youngest son of Ahaziah, was made king by Jehoiada, the high priest, at the age of 7. Amaziah was the next king of Judah after Joash. He began by serving God well, but in his heart there was always a longing for what was wrong. In the reign of King Jehoram, the Edomites had rebelled against Judah. Now Amaziah decided that they must be conquered again. Amaziah led his men out against the Edomites and with God's help won a great victory against them in the valley of Salt. But he was very cruel and murdered thousands of the people that were captured. He also showed what a faithless person he was by taking back the idols of wood and stone which the Edomites had worshipped and made them his own gods and the gods of his people. God was angry and sent a prophet to speak to Amaziah. Why are you worshipping these gods which were not able to save the Edomites from defeat? The king flew into a rage and said, Who asked you to give the king advice? Be silent, or you will be put to death. The prophet answered, I know that God will destroy you, because you have done this and will not listen to my advice. Amaziah did not have to wait long for his punishment. The departing army of men from Israel had already attacked some of the towns of Judah and done a great deal of damage. But now Amaziah listened to bad advisers and sent a challenge of war to Joash, king of Israel. Joash laughed at him and tried to make peace with him, but Amaziah kept on, and the two armies met at Beth-Shemesh. The Israelites inflicted a very great defeat on the army of Judah and captured Amaziah himself. They broke down the walls of Jerusalem and took away all the treasures of the temple and from the king's palace. After this terrible defeat, Amaziah reigned for another 15 years, but he was such a hated man that in the end his own people drove him out of Jerusalem and killed him. After Amaziah came his son Uzziah, who was only 16 years old when he began to reign, and he ruled for 52 years altogether. For most of his reign, he served God faithfully and did what was right in God's sight. When Uzziah became king, the land was in a very poor state, so he began to build it up again. First of all, he took the seaport town of Eloth on the Red Sea and built it up to be a trading place. He attacked the Philistines and broke down the walls of several of their fortress towns like Gath, Ashdod, and Jabneh to make the south of Judah safe from their attacks. Then he defeated the Arabians as well, and when they saw how many victories he was winning, the Ammonites brought gifts to him and asked for peace. In Jerusalem, he repaired the walls which the Israelites had broken down during the reign of his father, and he built new watchtowers on the walls and fortified them so that it would not be easy for the enemies of Judah to break into the city. Throughout the land, other watchtowers were built too, so that the watchman could see from a long way off the approach of any enemy bands. Under the control of King Uzziah, Judah became so rich and so strong that in all the lands round about they spoke of his greatness. But then Uzziah began to think too much of himself and to ignore God's commandments. He wanted to be not only king but priest as well, and that was against God's law. One day he forced his way into the temple to burn incense on the special altar of incense. Azariah, the high priest, went in after him with 80 of the other priests as well to try to stop him from breaking God's law. He said to him, Uzziah, you cannot do this. It is only the priests whom God has chosen from the sons of Aaron who are allowed to burn incense here or to go into the holy place. When Uzziah heard that, he was very angry and lifted up the censer to burn incense. But as he did it, a great white blotch came on the skin of his forehead. It was leprosy. From then on, Uzziah was not allowed to have anything to do with other people lest they catch the disease, and his son Jotham became king in his place. Jotham reigned for 16 years and obeyed and served God faithfully all the time. After Jotham came Ahaz, and he was the worst of all the kings of Judah. He was a worshipper of false gods from the beginning, just like the kings of Israel, and he even sacrificed his own children to the idols. What a terrible time this was for the people of Judah. In the time of the three kings Uzziah, Jotham, and Ahaz, there lived in Jerusalem a young man called Isaiah, and God used this young man to bring his message to the people of Judah. He was a great prophet of God. God said to Isaiah, Go and tell this people my message, but they will not listen to you. They will not understand your words. It will seem as if their ears are blocked and their eyes shut. They will not see, nor hear, nor understand, and they will not be converted to me, nor healed from their wrongs. Isaiah asked, For how long will this be, O Lord? And the Lord said, Until all the cities are destroyed, and there are no people living in them any more, and until the whole land is ruined. The people will have been taken far away. but a tenth part will be kept and brought back and will grow up again, just as the stump of a tree does after it has been cut down. When Ahaz died, his son Hezekiah became the king of Judah.